Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. It is that time again. It is time for another BoxyCharm unboxing try-on style video. You guys know I don't just unbox everything that's in the box. I like to actually try it on, give you some ideas as to how to use the items that are in the box, and obviously share with you what variation I got. So I'm not going to chit-chat too much. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. So this month's box, I'm sure you have all seen this before. If you haven't, well, this is what BoxyCharm looks like. It comes once a month for $21. You get 4 to 5 full-size beauty items, and to be honest, you usually get about 5 to 6 full-size items, so it's a super good value. This month's theme is Wildflower, which I think is absolutely adorable and stunning. Let's see, this month we got 5 items in this month's box, all full-size items, so I'm going to go over what I got in the box, and then we will do a try-on style. Be sure to check the description box because I actually like to put timestamps down there and other good information. So if you want to skip, you know, the unboxing part and you want to just get to the tutorial try-on style part of the video, you can. I will put that timestamp in the description box. So let's jump into it. So I got variation number 8. If you look at the bottom of the card here, there is a little number and that will actually tell you what variation that you got. On the back of this here, there are some offers. I will also put this in the description box in case you are not subscribed to BoxyCharm and you want to save some money. Here are all of the items that I got in this month's box. To be honest, I've seen a few unboxings already. I didn't get my box as quickly as I normally would, which is totally fine. Things happen, things change, whatever, no big deal. But I have to say that I am quite happy with the variation that I got. I'm just gonna come out and say that. I've gotten different items than what I've seen other people get in their unboxings, and I am glad I got what I got. The first thing that's listed here is the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale Smoky Eyeshadow Palette. This retails for $35. Pretty Vulgar was a brand that was launched at Sephora about a year ago, I want to say. I really love their packaging. That is one thing that I love about Pretty Vulgar. Their packaging is so vintage and feels so romantic and whimsical, and I absolutely love it. So here is what the inside looks like. So this is kind of like a mix of some cool toned, warm toned shades. You can do some day looks, night looks, but overall this is a pretty smoky palette, which I absolutely love. And then obviously you get a full-size mirror inside of this palette as well. The next item, this is the one I was so excited for. BoxyCharm has started to do this thing where they will send out emails to you and they'll kind of give you like a sneak peek at one of the special items that you'll get in the box, one of the variations, and I got an email saying that I was going to get this. So this is the Girlactic Skin Duo Glow. This retails for $26. It says it's formulated with crushed pearls. Creamy duo blends beautifully onto skin, creating a fresh, dewy radiance. Dab onto the highest points of your face to give you an absolute glow. This is stunning. I can't lie. I got this box on Thursday, and I keep dipping my fingers into this because, oh, look at this swatch. So this is kind of the champagne shade. It is so beautiful and glowy. I absolutely am in love with it. And then this is the pinky shade right here. This one I think would be beautiful to put on the cheeks and then top with like a powder blush so that that kind of sheen comes through. I love this compact. I love the 2 shades in here. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I just had to show you guys those swatches. So I'm so happy that this is what I got. I think the other variation, people got like a Laura Geller baked blush, which was beautiful as well, but I am a sucker for some cream products lately. That is right up my alley. BoxyCharm, you read my mind this month. All right, so the next item we have is from LMR Cosmetics. This is the Ojitos brush set, 100% synthetic fibers. You get 3 brushes in here that retails for $18. If you didn't know, LMR Cosmetics is Gabby, or I think her name on Instagram is Gabby MUA. This is her makeup brand that she just launched. She launched these 3 brushes as well as her, what is that palette called? The Caribe something or other. I can't think of the name, but the palette is stunning, so I'm super excited and happy that these brushes came in the box this month because I'm really curious as to how well they work. I actually really like the options. So you've got like this flat liner brush here, which is perfect for the lower lash line. Then you've got like a flat shader brush, which is perfect for metallic shades. And then you've got this big fluffy crease brush. I'm a sucker for a fluffy crease brush. So I think that this is a perfect mix of brushes. You can really get any eye look using these, which is a good addition to the box. So again, those are $18. Next we have from Grande Cosmetics. This is their Hydro Plump Liquid Lipstick. This is a semi-matte formula. So this is infused with hyaluronic acid. It's supposed to give your lips an instant plump within 3 to 5 minutes without the burning. It says it's not supposed to crack or dry, and it's supposed to be long wearing. So this retails for $25. I got mine in the shade Red Delicious. Let's just go ahead and do a swap, or swatch, I should say, a swap. This is the packaging that it comes in. This is what the doe foot applicator looks like. Let's give it a little bit of a sniff. Just kind of smells a little bit sweet, not too much of a strong scent. And that is really a true blue red, which I love. Ooh, and that's gonna look nice with this white top on, so I can't wait to try that out. Beautiful. This is another brand that I think that is sold at Sephora as well. And then last but not least, from Luscious Cosmetics, this is the Angel Eyes Primer. This retails for $14. It says the guardian angel for your eye makeup artistry. This cruelty-free vegan formula glides onto your eyelids without dragging or creasing, acting like a magnet for both eyeshadow, concealer, and eyeliner. This primer ensures a perfectly smooth canvas for a longer lasting color payoff that stays in place all day and all night. I have been on the hunt for a good eyeshadow primer because I have ran out. I have just recently been using pretty much concealer and some translucent powder. So that is fantastic. I am super excited to try this out. So here's the packaging that it comes in. Do a swap, so it comes like in a tube here with that kind of a squeezy applicator. So I think this is in the shade Nude. Oh yeah. So that is perfect. So it looks like it's going to do a really good job of like canceling out color on the lids. And it's nice and creamy. It doesn't feel drying or waxy. That's going to be really nice as an eyeshadow primer. All right, so those are all 5 of the items. Let's go ahead and jump into the try-on style portion of the video. All right, so I've zoomed you guys in so you can kind of see what's going on the face here. Let's start off with this Galactic Skin Glow Duo. So with a cream product, I generally like to use my fingers. I'll just take my pointer finger here, pick up some of the product. I think I'm gonna use this kind of champagne-y shade right here and just kind of dip into the high points of the cheek. Look at how beautiful this is. This is like one of those highlights that gives you like that glow from within. It sits beautiful on the skin. It doesn't feel thick or heavy, and it does actually dry down to like a powder formula. You do not need much at all, but these are like my favorite kind of highlights. I don't have a ton of makeup on right now. I'm pretty much rocking some concealer, a tinted moisturizer, and that's about it because I'm really, well, for one, it's like 90 degrees here where I am today, and most of the time, to be realistic, makeup doesn't hold up. So I'm just into like that really kind of glowy, hydrated kind of skin. So that is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. Moving on, let's put on some of this eye primer because we are about to slather some shadow on these babies. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. Pick it up with a concealer brush here. This is the Jaclyn Hill JH08 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of put that on the lids. Wow, okay, so that is a really good primer. If you have dark eyelids, veiny eyelids, or if you really want shadow to pop, this is the kind of primer that you need because this cancels out all of that color on the lid and it blends out really nicely. Makes everything look nice and bright. I did not need to use much of this at all, really. Perfect. So now that the primer is on, I really enjoyed how that went on actually. Blended out super easily and it did lay down a nice base. It reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but like a little bit creamier and doesn't dry down as quickly, which I actually like because I love that primer, but sometimes I just felt like that it kind of dried down too quick and was hard to blend out. All right, so we are going to peel this off the palette mirror here. This is the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette. I forget which one this is again. This is the Nightingale Smoky Eyeshadow Palette. So let's dip into this. I'm going to use the brush that came in the box. This is the Alamar Cosmetics. It doesn't have like a name on it or anything, no number. It's just, I'm assuming, a fluffy blending brush. So I'm going to start off with the shade Nocturnal. I'm just going to lay that all over the lid as my base and to just set that primer. Perfect. All right, so I got to figure out what kind of a look I'm going for right now because I kind of have no clue. So looking at this, let's see. I'm going to start off with the shade right here, Hide and Seek, using that same fluffy brush. I'm just going to gently start to work that into the crease. So that is blending out and sitting very nice on the lid so far. I can say that this primer is really making the color pop already. All right, so I'm liking how that went on the lid. I do want to fluff it out a little bit more, and I think I'm gonna have to go into another brush here. All right, so this is the JH31. This is from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush collection. I'm gonna pick up some of this shade right here. This is the shade Flip Out, this brown shade. That one is a little bit more powdery, but what powder isn't? Powder is powder, right? You're gonna have some kick up. I'm gonna focus that right on the outer portion of the lid and in the crease and drag it down. They are super pigmented. As you can see, I went in a little bit heavy there. This color is just a little bit slightly patchy upon further inspection. That could be my fault though. I did pick up quite a bit of the powder. Take this fluffy blending brush from Delium Tools and see if I can get that to blend out a bit. All right, not too bad. I did get that to blend out. Not too bad. It was a little bit patchy, but I think you just have to be careful because these are pretty pigmented shadows. They're pretty true to color what's in the pan, so I can give it that much. But yeah, not too bad with the blending. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go into this shade Swoop down here to darken the outer corners. Take this brush right here. This is the JH34. I'm gonna dip into the shade Swoop with a very light hand and kind of put that right here near the lower lash line. The nice thing is I'm not experiencing really any fallout. Back to the Alamar Cosmetics brush set. I'm gonna take this kind of flat shader brush right here, and I'm gonna pick up the shade Clutch, this shade right here. And that's the shade I'm gonna put all over the lid. We'll see how it works without any Fix Plus or anything like that. Lays out okay, but we're gonna have to spray the brush. So take some setting spray. And to be honest, I'm pretty underwhelmed by that color. I'm gonna try it with my finger now. It's just kind of hard because I have nails these days, but sometimes shadows work better with a finger. And yes, so I would suggest with this color right here, the shade Clutch, it does work a lot better if you use your finger, because look at that, I'm getting much more color payout now. All right, now I'm gonna take that same flat brush from the Alamar Cosmetics brush set, but dip into this shade up here, Break Free, which looks like it would be a beautiful highlight shade. I'm just gonna bring that along the brow bone. Now that shade seems to work pretty well with the brush. Then I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna work that into the inner corners. So that shade kind of packs a punch. That is a stunning shade, especially for an inner corner highlight around the brow bone. It is a lot more pigmented than the shade Clutch, but again, as long as you use your finger, it should be okay. All right, let's work on this lower lash line now. I'm gonna dip into the shade Flip Out again right here, using that flat liner brush from the Alamar Cosmetics brush set. I'm just gonna press that and stamp that along the lower lash line. All right, and then now I'm going to dip back into the shade Hide and Seek right here, using this kind of pencil brush right here from the Jaclyn Hill brush collection. I'm gonna use that on the lower lash line as well, just to kind of further smoke it out. All right, so that is the eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off camera, put on some mascara, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so here is the completed look. I did dip into the Grande Lips Hydra Pump Liquid Lipstick. I do have some thoughts about this, but I want to talk about everything else that came in the box first. So let's start off with the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale eyeshadow palette. This really is a beautiful palette. It can give you some very basic, easy to do smoky eye looks. I think with the color layout and the selection of colors in here, it would make it very easy, even for someone who is a beginner with shadow, to kind of pick out looks and to create a look using these colors. There are light enough shades in here to do daytime looks, dark enough shades to do dark looks. I think you've got a good spread of browns and taupes and metallics. It's a really good balance of shades. Is this my favorite palette that I've ever used? No. A couple of darker shades were a little bit patchy, but they did blend out with a little bit of work, which is totally fine. I think with most things you can make them work. It's just, I don't know necessarily if I could see myself reaching for this over other palettes that I own. If you don't have a giant makeup collection and this is something that you don't have in your collection, then by all means I can see why someone might reach for this. I love the packaging. Again, I think the shades are stunning and the value at $35 is fantastic that it's even in the box. The Girlactic Skin Glow Duo, this is my favorite thing in the box. I'm just going to come out and say it. I think it looks absolutely stunning on the skin. I think a ton of different skin tones can pull this off. It would be perfect for no makeup days. You just want something glowy and stunning on the skin. Pop it under the brow bone, down the nose. There's just so many uses for this product. I absolutely love it. The next item is the 3-piece brush set from Alamar Cosmetics. this brush set is okay. I'm gonna be totally honest. This brush, I'm really not a fan of the flat shader brush. I don't know why, it just really didn't pick up product for me. The fluffy crease brush is pretty easy to use. Out of all three brushes, this is probably the best brush out of the set, in my opinion. This brush would be good for liner, I would say, on the upper lash line. It's very precise, it's very thin, and it's very stiff. So these two are the best brushes out of the entire set. So 2 for $3, 18 bucks for all three. It's really not a bad value. I have better brushes that get the job done better than this flat shader brush. The Angel Eyes eyeshadow primer is a good primer. It made the color of the shadows really stand out. It canceled out a lot of the shading on my upper lid naturally. My eyelids have like a yellowish tint to them for some reason. I don't know, it's just the pigment there. But this did a good job of canceling that out. This, again, I can definitely see myself reaching for and using time and time again. You get a ton of product. There's 0.33 fluid ounces in this, which is really good for a primer. I really love that. And then last but not least, the Grande Lips Hydro Pump Liquid Lipstick. Now the color is very opaque. I just had a little bit of a struggle applying it because that's just me. I don't know what it is. I struggle with liquid lipsticks, but the more that I see this sit on my lips, it really does give a plump, beautiful, plush finish to the lips. It doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. I think overall it is a really nice lipstick. Again, the color is opaque. It looks really nice on the lips. It's not too matte. It doesn't feel drying. It does have a little bit of a tingle to it, but it doesn't sting. So I'd actually be curious to try some other shades of this. I don't really wear red lipsticks a lot. I am a nude lipstick junkie. Most people would say, well, you have a ton of nude lipsticks. Do you want to just keep getting nude lipstick colors? Well, yeah, I do, because I love nudes and I feel like I can't have enough of them, but that is just me personally. I'm not mad that I got this color in the box. If I were to get a red shade, this is the type of red that I would want because it's just a straight up like a blue red, and it really is a stunning red color. I could see myself playing with this some more, wanting to use the formula some more just so I can get a better idea of how it works, and it would really kind of inspire me maybe to try some more shades from this line. So there you have it. Do I feel like this month's box is worth $21? Hell yes, I do. I feel like there's some very good items in this box. Is it the best BoxyCharm box yet? Again, no, but I think it's a pretty damn good box and I'm happy with the variation that I got. You're probably wondering why I didn't get BoxyLuxe. I don't know why, you guys. I kind of sat on it and I was debating it. And, you know, I just thought I was going to wait and see. I might hop on the wait list. I know there's a wait list for December's BoxyLuxe, so we'll see how that goes. I just saw some of these sneak peeks of what was going to be in this month's upgrade. The only thing I wanted out of all of it was the Park Avenue Princess Contour Palette from Tarte, but I have a Tarte contour palette. So I was like, Crystal, you don't need it. You don't need it this time around. If you wanted that palette, you could just go purchase it. So it's still for sale. I just had to justify that this time around there wasn't enough items. It came with the Ipanema Sunset Glow Oil from Sol de Janeiro. I already have that. It looked like there was some skincare in there, a couple other items that I already own. So it just wasn't worth it for me to do the upgrade, even though it was only, what, an additional $21 or $28 or something like that. It just wasn't worth it for me this time around. Let me know in the comments if you upgraded to BoxyLuxe. What did you think about it? I heard that there was some drama with getting some of the boxes on the website, that it was crashing or saying that you were on a wait list when you really weren't. So I'd like to know your experience down below. Let me know what variation you got of the box and of course what your opinions are. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it, share it, and of course be sure to subscribe and hit that bell button before you go. I love you guys so much and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!